On this week's episode of Fish Addictions TV, we've traveled 1,000 miles through 5 states, 17 hours, and a ferry ride to get to where we're at now. And here I am standing with my co-host, Dustin Larson, on Lake Erie.
Yeah, can you believe it? Lake Erie. The anticipation is absolutely killing me.
Now, this lake is known for huge walleyes, but the weather we're gonna have this week sounds like windy, possible snow, possible rain, and more wind.
Let's dust off those trolling rods, grab those boards, let's hit the water.
Now the boys at Kovash Marine have geared us up with our Warrior 203 with the 350 Merc on it. Well, I want to get that thing out there.
This trip's been on our radar for months. The preparation is endless. The anticipation is killing us. Dude. Stick with us for more Fish Addictions TV. This side's supposed to blow up.
Addiction, the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. An addiction is not desirable. It is something that overtakes your life. What happens when an addiction cannot be stopped? An addiction is stronger than any one drug with only one cure. The cure is not rehab. It is not medication. It is not a counselor. The only cure for us is the water beneath our feet, the rod in our hands, the anticipation of that next big bite, and the camaraderie we all share. This is Fish Addictions TV.
Fish Addictions TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear and the rest of our fine sponsors.
Hey guys, it's Mike with Fish Addictions here, and I'm standing here with Pat Kovash from Kovash Marine, and we're really excited. We're picking up our Warrior V203 with the 350 Merc on us. Tell us what you hooked us up with.
Well, we put a 350 horse supercharged Verado on with power steering. It has a 9.9 kicker. It has SmartCraft gauges, captain's chair upgrades, rock rim upgrades. We have Humminbird electronics on it with Cisco mounts, and a 72-inch Altera up front to pull the boat around.
If you're in the market for the Warrior experience, make sure to visit Pat at Kovash Marine, and you will customize a boat to anybody's liking.
Yep, we'll be happy to do it.
We're really excited to get this boat on a big body of water like Lake Erie to really put it through the test. Stick with us for more Fish Addictions TV. You know, anticipation for this trip has been crazy. You got a lot of factors going in here. First, this is the first open water trip of the year for us. Second, we're in a new boat. You know, third, big walleyes is all you got on your brain. And
From North Dakota, we had a 17-hour vehicle trip all the way to here on Port Clinton, Ohio.
Couldn't sleep the night before we left. You know, I laid in bed just staring at the ceiling. Drove up, met Mike, headed out this way. It was a long drive. You know, it's a long drive going through all the states to get here.
We're able to take a ferry out to South Bass Islands, Put In Bay, and what an experience. I've never been on a ferry before until I came to Lake Erie.
you know, something I've never done before is drive a pickup and a boat onto a boat to get to an island, and that was a pretty neat experience. Just the whole thing, from driving your vehicle straight up onto the ferry to ferrying 4 miles across over to where we're at now, and just an overall neat experience. know, when you're on a trip like this, and we've done a lot of information gathering through the internet, through people and networking, and just paying attention to what's been going on out here weeks before we got here or leading up to the day we got here. We can get 2-3 lines spread out from the boat without getting intertwined with each other and covering a lot of ground. Now, my piece of advice I would give to you if you're coming to Erie is to prepare yourself. You know, we started with a plan through our research, and with that plan, it took us hours to figure out what these fish wanted, the colors, the depth ranges, and just little adjustments made all the difference. Feels like a good one. We've been switching depths back and forth, just trying to figure out these fish. I mean, with this dirty water, you almost got to put it straight in front of their face, and I'm not really sure how much the change in color is making a huge difference. But the fish that are feeding we're fishing 32 feet of water, and the fish that are feeding are up in that 15-foot range. There's not many up there, and we're covering a lot of ground. You know, you're trolling and reeling all at the same time. Always got to be playing with your drag when you're doing this trolling.
Just saw her. Get in there. There
Nice.
we go. Good job, buddy.
What a fish.
Yes.
This is why we come to Erie, right here. Let's get a quick measurement on this fish.
What you got?
27-ish.
27?
All about having confidence in what you're doing. We knew it's going to be tough with this muddy water, but we're sticking at it and putting in the hours, and it's paying off.
Manitoba, Canada's heart beats.
Due to the crazy weather here on Lake Erie, we haven't been able to get out fishing. And just a little bit that we have been out, watching my dad catch a few really nice fish that are pretty rare actually in the state of North Dakota. Smaller one?
Yeah, he's fighting a little. Can't tell yet.
A nice one. Yeah. Very nice. Picture of them quick. Visibility is just much better, and as a result we've been catching a few fish here. Not marking a lot, marked a lot more fish in the dirtier water, but things are coming around as far as the action on the walleyes in this clear water. It's just a pleasure. It's just a great experience for us to be able to do that together.
Just made a big move, kind of tucked up against the islands. You know, the fish we were catching have kind of lost their eggs, so we're kind of thinking, you know, even with the water temps being a little cooler, they're kind of making a transition more out into the main lake, into the islands. Hopefully this is a good fish.
Feels like a good one.
Now it's important when you're running boards that you kind of have a system down here. Travis is reeling in, bringing the fish in. When you're trolling, the boat's not going to stop. We're going to keep going. We're still working our other boards that are out here.
Yes!
Fish.
Nice job, buddy. Wow, what a giant.
You just bought that lure yesterday.
Yeah, just picked that one up yesterday. You know, this whole trip was all about anticipation from the start. It went from anticipation, it went to something just amazing to see the walleyes that this fishery has to offer. Look at that beauty. Love these Lake Erie walleyes.
You know, there was one point in time where the fish were really starting to cooperate with what we were doing. Awesome. Let's get another one.
Sounds good, buddy.
Nice fish, man. We were just really excited in the boat. We were catching nice fish, 27, 28-inch walleyes, and the board just slammed. Gone. It's a good fish.
Is it a good fish?
Oh. Good fish, good fish. The anticipation of getting that board and getting the fish into the net was crazy.
Keep waiting to see that gold hue down there. I think I see it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, she's a big
Look
one.
at that fish.
Look at that hog. Remember, bring it to the net.
Look at that! Woo! That is a giant. She just came unhooked. Oh my gosh.
Look at that thing.
Wow.
That's all 12 pounds.
Yeah. To see Mike catch one of the biggest, fattest walleyes I myself have ever seen, I was so happy for him. I mean, the excitement just flowed through everyone.
Look at that fish. Lake Erie, baby. This is why we pound through 4, 5, 6 foot waves.
That is incredible. Congratulations, Mike. That is one of the biggest I've seen.
Look at the belly on that thing.
You know, just going through and talking with him, you know, after we caught the fish, it was just, the excitement never left. And now we bring that excitement into the next day on what's going to happen when we get back out on the water.
Out here, speed is everything. The new Eskimo rocket runs fast, spins fast, cuts fast. Engineered from the ground up with an engine designed to run at optimal RPMs, giving you its fullest potential within its power band. The bulletproof all-metal transmission is geared to spin fast. The precision-based cutting head effortlessly cuts fast. Nobody sells more powered ice augers than Eskimo. Get assurance, get reliability, get Eskimo.
No matter what you're chasing on the ice this winter, Acme Tackle has you covered. From the innovative Hyper Glide and Hyper Rattle series to legendary Castmaster, Rattlemaster, and Sidewinder spoons, or the all-new professional grade tungsten series, Acme Tackle has what you need. Visit acmetackle.com to check out our full product assortment. Acme Tackle rattles louder, glides further, and glows brighter. Get hooked up with Acme Tackle.
Reed's Family Outdoor Outfitters is the #1 ice fishing headquarters. We have everything you need, from today's firearms to the latest fishing electronics and the hottest footwear and outdoor apparel. We only carry the best brands at the best prices. Have a question? No problem. We have the most knowledgeable team in the business, ready to answer your call personally 7 days a week. Whether you're visiting us in Walker, Minnesota, or touching your screen, with our state-of-the-art distribution center, we can get you gear when you need it fast. Cast or blast, Reed's has the best service, best advice, and best price, guaranteed.
Cole's Resort of Bemidji, Minnesota.
One plans a trip to Lake Erie months in advance. Coming here, you never know what kind of weather you're gonna get.
And what we got this week was lots of wind. We got 6 inches of snow one night and rain.
It's like spring, summer, fall, winter, all wrapped into one.
You know, we've been able to get on the water 2, 3, 4 hours a day, except for one day we got a full day on just waiting the wind out. And you just got to be prepared for anything. Now, when you have that downtime and you've spent all the time to get here and spent all the time preparing for this trip, use your downtime wisely. You know, we looked at the weather, prepared, we looked at forums, talked to fellow fishermen that are here in camp with us, just to get that much more educated on what we were doing.
Be persistent, persevere through the situations at hand, and you will catch more fish.
Mike and I were out there, we're trying to strategize and figure out, you know, each lure at a certain depth to try and find the active fish that we were targeting. A lot of weight here. Checking the drag here. Oh, she's pulling hard.
We got another nice day. We had small craft advisories this morning going out. Now we finally got out. We're making our first pass. Now we started doing exactly what we were doing yesterday to work. 10 minutes, fish on.
Same bait.
Same bait.
Yep.
You know, we're running these baits 200 feet back. You know, we're not using snap weights or anything like that. If you don't want to run so much line, you can run a snap weight on it. But with the boards and the way that things are going, it's just working better for us to just run, you know, 200 or less feet of line out. We found the depth at 200 feet. It's been working out great. The action's been going, and we're back on them today.
Right away. Yes!
Nice fish.
Nice way to start out there. Look at that. Beautiful fish.
You know, it's still not a small fish in North America, 20-inch walleye, but definitely a nice fish, but not what we're looking for. We're gonna throw this in the box for an eating fish for sure. Nice one, Dad.
There we go, perfect. Oh yeah, good fish.
Good fish?
Feet.
Okay.
There it is, there it is, there it is.
There we go, got her. Got her, buddy. Good job.
This never gets old.
Yep.
Oh, Now that is a walleye, and this is why we come to Lake Erie. You know, my advice to somebody coming for the first time, as this is our first trip and we've learned a lot, is first of all, do your homework. If you take the time and read the reports that are out there on the internet, on Facebook, what have you, and then also talk to the local people, talk to the guys that are already out here fishing. Wherever you're going, more than likely there's other fishermen that are having luck or not having luck, and learn from what they have to tell you. That's how we've got successful. Another beautiful fish. This one's gonna go 28. I mean, you can't beat this.
Hey, buddy.
Yes.
Thanks.
Oh, this has been awesome.
Great. Wow.
I'm pretty sure this just got added to the list of trips next year.
Yeah, I think so.
The do not miss list.
Yeah, you got that right.
Hey guys, this is Mike from Fish Addictions. What I've got here is an offshore planer board, and this has been one of our tickets to success this week on Erie. Now, we use these boards for many reasons, but I just want to give you a quick rundown on how we're setting them up. First off, we're going to determine how much running length we're going to have, and what I mean by running length is how far back from the board is our bait going to be. Now, on this particular bait that we're running 200 feet back, so it dives about 20 feet. And how we got to that was we've been using the Precision Trolling app all weekend long just to verify exactly where our baits are gonna be at all times. Now, once you've got your bait and your depth figured out, we wanna attach this board, and we attach it by snapping your line into this red clip over to the orange clip and leaving just a little bit of slack in between. Just helps the board run a little nicer. Now, the reason for using these boards is, one, to get it away from the boat. I never like to run too much alongside the boat when you're running your motors. And two, just to be able to spread your lines out. That's a big key to success when you're doing what we're doing here on Erie. Stick with us for more Fish Addictions TV.
Never know what we're gonna catch in Lake Erie. Never know. First time I've ever caught anything other than a walleye. What a surprise.
You know, every trip has its favorite bait, and ours has been the black and gold husky jerk. Just has been outperforming any other bait. Once we get this fish up, we'll show you what we're talking about. You know, it's important to try a lot of baits. We've probably put 50 different cranks and colors down to really narrow to this one bait. And like we say all the time, one fish is not a pattern, but we've caught 20 or 30 on this one bait itself. In fact, it's done so well, we went and bought another one. Nice.
What's up, buddy? That's a good one.
Techniques like that help you put fish like this on the boat. We're out there on our last day, and we've planned just a half a day out there, and you know how that goes. There's one more pass, we're just gonna finish this pass and we're gonna go, and then you catch one that's like, all right, you can't really leave a place like this when you're catching 27, 28, 29-inch fish. What a hog.
Oh, wow. Look at that walleye. Oh my gosh. That is huge.
You just gotta force yourself to do one more pass, and then finally it's like, all right, it's time to go, but we should maybe do one more pass.
There you go, buddy.
One
She
more
just
pass.
popped right off again. Look at that.
Look at that thing.
What a chuck.
I mean, that is not the longest fish, but that is a chunk. You know, I want to thank Dustin Larson for inviting us on this trip. You know, it's a trip of a lifetime, and most people may have never even taken their life, but he invited us out about 6 months ago, and of course we said yes. So thank you for the experience, for helping us have the experience of Lake Erie.